We have an old two-story house located between two newly built residential buildings. As can be seen, the ground under the foundation has subsided around the entire perimeter of the house, except for the part where the basement is, which is deepened by 2 meters. This is not the result of digging, but appears to be natural voids. In our opinion, due to the installation of water-lowering systems in the new buildings, the peat layer of the soil under the house dried out and subsequently settled. However, this is just our assumption. To strengthen the foundation, it was decided to drill wells under the house and pour piles under the foundation. Wells were drilled along the entire perimeter of the house. During drilling, it was found that the foundation was resting on a 70-centimeter thick layer of sand, followed by a 1-meter layer of peat, and then clay soil with a high sand content, which is where we will anchor the piles. We drilled down to the layer containing groundwater, where we will compact gravel to create a base for our pile. Approximately 200 liters of gravel were poured and compacted at the bottom of the well to create a solid foundation in the watery soil, after which we left it for 3 days and repeated the gravel fill and compaction just before pouring the concrete. The footings for the foundations are made of extruded polystyrene foam. The footing has an inclined plane of about 60 degrees to allow soil to collapse during excavation. The footing also has a cutout for the foundation, which will be sealed with the foundation plane using mounting foam and a gap for pouring the concrete. The footings were installed, soaked with water to compact the soil, prepared for drilling, and we started drilling. We drilled a well 2 meters deep to reach the groundwater containing soil, and further manual drilling was not possible. Therefore, we began sinking and compacting gravel into the soft soil to create a base on which the pile will rest. In this way, we poured 16 reinforced concrete piles along the house. Once the concrete had hardened, we began compacting the soil directly under the foundation around the entire perimeter, filling and compacting gravel alongside the foundation. The width of the foundation is 40 centimeters. After compacting the soil under the foundation, we filled the area around the foundation with gravel and compacted it several times with a vibratory rammer to ensure the soil around the house's base was dense. Afterward, we laid geotextile, on which we placed extruded polystyrene foam for the warm blind area. Hydro insulation material was placed on top of the polystyrene, and gravel was filled in to create the blind area. Simultaneously, the foundation itself was insulated with polystyrene, plastered with mesh, and we will apply decorative plaster. We installed rainwater drains 3 meters away from the foundation into a drainage pipe that ends in a small 1-meter deep well, filled with gravel on geotextile. Curbs were installed, and the base for paving stones was prepared, which we are laying on geotextile and fine gravel. We started laying the paving stones and painting the foundation, and thus the work was completed. I will be happy to answer any questions and hear the opinions of specialists.